Okay. My name is Ishmael. Yes, Abdul Haq, and I'm with American Muslim 360, and I'm here in Washington, D.C. on December the 10th, 2011, and I'm here with
Dr. Margaret Flowers. I'm one of the initial organizers of this action.
Oh, very nice to meet you,
Great
Dr.
to meet
Flowers.
you.
Yes. So, I mean, you know, what's going on? I mean, you know, there's so much in the media and in the news, you know, about everything that's going on pertaining to, you know, Occupy Wall Street, and even, you know, for most of the people that's even in my family working in jobs in healthcare and in education, and also just, you know, general workers, you know, the low bottom, you know. They're fed up.
Yeah.
You know, they're barely making it.
Yeah.
You know, and they're being forced into, you know, situations that as an American they shouldn't have to be forced into.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
so what's the purpose?
So this is about changing all of that. This came together. We actually started organizing this encampment in April of this year. We came together as a number of different activists from different backgrounds. I've been working on healthcare reform, and we saw that we all faced the same obstacle, that there's a corporate control of our political process.
Yes.
And the corporate media message that, you know, it's propaganda and misinforms people.
Yeah.
And so we're not gonna change if we continue on single issue work.
Right.
We're not going to change anything. We have to come together in solidarity and actually create a movement that's going to change the power structure.
Right.
So that's what we're about. We see this as the first step in building an independent. We think it's very important to be independent of any political party right now.
Right.
We're broad-based. We want to be about all the issues of human rights and protecting the planet.
Exactly.
And we want to be nonviolent because we believe that's the most successful tactic.
Oh, beautiful.
And we want to be socially transformative. We're not reforming the system. We want to transform the system. So this has been really the Occupy tactic, is really coming out in public and saying in a very visible way that what's happening in this country is not right. And we're not going to be silent about it anymore. We're not going to hide in our houses anymore and blame ourselves. We're going to realize it's the system that's the problem, and we're going to come out publicly and start talking about the issues. And so this has brought a huge amount of visibility. On weekends we typically have all kinds of people coming through here holding discussions with us, what we're about. We initially called this action Stop the Machine, Create a New World, because we see two kind of important components to this initial change. One is stopping the machine, which is corporatism and militarism. So we do direct action to expose things that are going on and to protest things that are going on in this city, which affects the whole nation. And then the other is create a new world, because we believe that for every crisis we face in this country, there are solutions. There are evidence-based solutions, and we have the resources to solve all of these problems. We're, you know, being lied to and told that we have to accept austerity measures because we don't have the money, and that's a lie.
And this is by the 1%.
Exactly.
That's saying this, and then you have the government, you know,
they're controlled by the 1%.
Right.
Yeah.
Stepping in and saying and backing them.
Exactly.
And not giving the support back to the 99%, which is the people.
Exactly. That's what it's about. But we are the 99%, and the beauty of that is that we have the power to create the change that we need in this country. We have the knowledge, we have the people, and we can demand this, and we can do this. We studied a lot of kind of like how nonviolent movements change power, and there are 9 different pillars that hold the current power structure up. And so what we're working to do is to weaken those pillars. So things like the police hold this power structure up. But the police are part of the 99%. So we have a very good relationship with the police. We talk to them about what we're about the fact that here in D.C. they're working without a contract for 4 years. They've had their pensions cut. They have mandatory overtime. You know, they're going through the same things that we're going through. And when it comes down to it, when the 1% do really feel threatened, and they call in the police, some of them may question whether they're going to act for the 1% or for the 99%, which is them and their families. The military is another pillar, and they're already starting to weaken. We see Occupy Marines, Occupy Army, Occupy Navy. They are saying that we did not go into the military to go against our own people. We're here to protect the people. That's why we're serving. And so that pillar is weakening. the media is another. Corporate media is getting undermined with independent media, and the fact that all of us now in this day and age have the ability to be the media.
Right.
So we've been teaching people social media skills, blogging, how to do video, so that we can all get the word out, get the truth out, hold the corporate media accountable.
Absolutely.
So things like that, bringing youth in to the movement is important.
Right.
Bringing in various
involved.
religious
the futures.
institutions.
Right.
So we have Occupy the Faith DC, which is all different religions working together to support the Occupy movement. So these are kind of the things that we're working on to change this power. A big piece of it is democratizing the economy, because we can create alternative economic systems outside of the structure and start to meet our needs and weaken that corporate stranglehold. So we're doing that as well. So this, what we do here, we have a couple things going on. One thing is that because there's going to be a race going on at the other side of the plaza tomorrow, we gave them that side of the plaza and we kind of scrunched in here.
Right.
We're building, and we're still suffering a little bit from the big storms that came this week. They destroyed some of our tents.
Right.
But we, to be able to hold this space through the cold weather, we purchased 3 large army tents, canvas army tents, and we created our own.
Yes.
Putting up the first of those tents. So we have our construction team over here that's doing that, and they've just come over with a very unreasonable demand. They said that they want to be compensated for their work, and that they're demanding that after they finish this floor, we have a dance party on it. Before we put the tent up. That's their payment.
That's their compensation?
They will not work anymore until we have a dance party on the floor. So when you walked up, I was just getting ready to go get our sound system together so I could hook up some music.
Awesome.
Because they said in about 45 minutes they want a dance party.
Awesome.
So that's the kind of stuff that goes on here.
Awesome.
We like to have fun as well as work hard.
Yes. Did you want to walk me around?
Yeah, let me take you around. So
give me a little.
So this big white tent is our first aid tent.
Right.
We have medics here, and I'm a physician. Sometimes I do end up with patients here, and sometimes physicians from the community come in.
Okay. And they're being affected by the Occupy Wall Street situation too, pertaining to jobs, pertaining to resources being cut, funding, Medicare, and
right. So that was the issue that I was working on for a long time, was improve Medicare for all. I believe we should have a universal, publicly funded health system in this country, so that everybody can get health care. And what we're coming on to right now is our kitchen. We have had our kitchen checked by DC Central Kitchens. It is a restaurant-grade kitchen. We serve 3 hot meals a day. So you can see our staff in there right now are preparing the lunch. This is our media tent inside here. And we have live streaming capabilities. We have internet. We've got printers.
Everything that's necessary to keep the movement alive, because the movement will be televised.
That's right.
Yes.
This revolution will be televised.
Yes.
Yeah. Come this way. Hey.
How you doing?
I didn't get to talk to you, but I got to. I forget. Go to the next.
Well, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the coffee. We go through a lot of coffee here. So we'll walk around up this way.
A lot of beautiful people. Yeah. How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you, man. Hang in there, man. Hang in there. Gotcha.
So these are our principles. Everybody that stays on the plaza has to agree, sign an agreement that they will live by these principles, using our anger at injustice as a positive, non-violent force for change. We don't carry weapons, we don't vandalize, destroy, or steal. We maintain cleanliness. We don't carry alcohol or illegal drugs on the plaza or come in here intoxicated.
Very important.
We respect quiet hours at night so people can get their rest.
Right.
We act in a respectful manner to each other. We don't assault people, even if they don't agree with you.
Right.
We talk reasonably. We ask people to participate in our general assemblies. We hold every morning and afternoon or evening of community meeting, and we ask people to volunteer.
Well, what's the length of time that you think that you'll be out here advocating this particular type of change or restructuring or reform, pertaining to the American political system, as well as the so-called individuals that are running it?
Yeah. So it's a good question. We've been here a little bit over 2 months, and we've been we're constantly kind of reevaluating how long we're going to be here. But we see this as the beginning of a very long-term movement. I'm almost 50 years old, and I imagine that I'll be doing this for the rest of my life.
That's right.
Because it took 40
Advocate
years to get
change.
into this position. There was a very concentrated, very structured way that we got into this situation.
Yes.
By some very well-funded, conservative right-wing thinkers, and it's going to take us time to get out of this situation.
Right.
And once we do get the change that we desire, because we're not going to stop until we get there, then you have to maintain it. So it is a lifelong thing.
Yeah, yeah.
We say that we don't have a job, we have an occupation.
That's right.
And it's
that's
a career.
Right.
So
that's right. It's
so
a movement towards what's right.
Our library over here.
Oh, okay.
And this is our information tent.
Oh, okay.
You can see it says your mother doesn't occupy here. Clean up after yourself. We have other signs that say if you see something that needs to be done, you do it.
Right. Oh wow. Awesome. Oh wow. This is. Oh, okay. Awesome. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, sister? Alhamdulillah. Yeah, I'm with the American Muslim 360 and just
seriously?
Yeah, and just coming in, from California, and had the opportunity to sit here with the good doctor, and she's giving me an excellent interview and brought insight into something that most people don't have, and bringing it to the grassroots level, because a lot of the people think, oh, it's nothing, and it's something that passed away, and no, this is not something that will pass away.
Absolutely.
Because the freedom is being threatened here, and we need to be about peace.
Exactly.
I lead a group called Americans Against Islamophobia.
Mm.
You might be interested.
Yes.
The other thing is that there's a very heavy Muslim presence here.
I'm sorry, and who are you again, ma'am?
I'm Lee.
Lee, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And your position here? Okay.
I'm around it.
Okay. Yes, Doctor, very good to meet you.
Thanks for coming
Yes,
by. And
thank you.
Make sure you take copies of our papers with you.
I will. Thank you.
There's actually a heavy Muslim presence here. I'm the only hijabi on the
Alhamdulillah.
plaza.
That's beautiful. We love that. To see that coming out just almost brings tears to our eyes. I kind of welled up, walking in, and to see that, because we are involved in the movement too. We are Americans.
That's the reason that I actually became hijabi as opposed to just becoming a Muslim. I became hijabi because I wanted to show people who are not familiar with Islam that Muslims buy gas, Muslims go to the post office, Muslims go to the grocery store, Muslims protest.
Yes.
Originally, I wanted to come down here in a full niqab made of American flags, but I had friends in Egypt who were a little nervous about the prospect.
Right.
But so I decided it might be a mixed message, because I am here to protest a variety of things. Allow me.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you for coming by. You're only encouraging our behavior. You're only encouraging our behavior.
Hey, I'm with you.